I own it.
Action.
Baby needs a new pair of shoes. I can't pay this. This is a bunch of. Fuck this. Alright, I'll play one more.
Okay. What? You want to play one more game?
Play some.
I can't, Irving. 2 games is enough. We've been playing for 4 hours.
Little Miss Real Estate Agent.
What?
You're always prancing around in your Golden Century 21 jacket.
It's really not fair to play when you've got the inside track.
I'm gonna order a pizza. You chickaroonies want anything on it?
Hey, you know what I like on there? Those little green peppers would be so delicious right now.
Yeah, I'd like to order a pizza with green peppers on it. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, no, thank you. No, thank you.
You know, I think I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go outside and play some hopscotch.
Honey, did you remember to get some of those cute little green peppers?
Can't seem to stay awake. Hey, you got the pizza?
Yeah. Did you order olives?
No, just green peppers.
Yeah. Well, we ran out of them.
It's not gonna be pretty.
Why didn't you tell me on the phone?
Oh yeah. I wanted to see if you wanted something else on it, like olives.
Look, you got a pizza with olives on it? I'll take it for half price. You stubborn bitch!
Okay, 1 large with olives.
Margaritaville, you left the gas on again.
There's no story developing. I mean, there's no story developing.
And no conflict.
Welcome to the International Conference on Theoretical Scenarios. We're going to be speaking with many people which have different theoretical scenarios that they would like to discuss with you, and we will ask them about that today. Hello, Dr. Brain. I understand you've been doing some research on the first Homo sapien replica they named Lucy. Could you tell me in your own words how has the research been coming, and what are your theories about the hypothetical scenarios involved in her life and primitive man in general?
Well, see, she wanted to be in a commercial, but she couldn't. So she snuck in and got drunk as the commercial was starting. It was a very funny episode. Well, the funny thing she said was she couldn't pronounce Vita Vegemin. So she was going Vita Vegemin girl. It was very funny.
Thank you, Dr. Brain. I appreciate that enlightening description. Pardon me, Dr. Jones. I was just wondering if I could hear your theory on what you thought the universe might be like right before the Big Bang.
What? I just want to see those guys that put 4 bullets in him. That's what I want to do. You see that shit? I'll see if they can take this. With my lizard.
Sad story.
Very sad story. You got enough film in there to take this? Because now we got to go from the left-hand corner with this one. See, now, while we were in Hawaii, no doubt the sucker got hungry. And probably the coyotes were hungry too. So it was a toss-up whether the coyotes would eat or the lizard would eat. Evidently, the coyotes ate, because there's no more lizard.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Jones.
Do you think that traffic had anything to play with the incident with the lizard?
I don't see too many cars driving up that tree.
Excuse me, well, did you think the storms and the cold weather had anything to do with the lizard?
Now, that could have been. They could have blown him out the tree into the road.
Dr. Jones,
and then the
Dr.
car
Jones,
got him.
code blue, Dr. Jones, code blue.
Wait a minute, I'm trying.
Pardon me, Dr. Mahoney. I understand you've been doing a study on the tendency of a lot of men to go to strip clubs. Is there a part of their sexual nature that is essentially visual? What do you have to say?
I don't think it'll be successful at all. I think as long as there's free Irishmen in the South, they'll never stop until it's totally united, and it won't happen in my lifetime.
Thank you, Dr. Mahoney.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, Dr. Vrka from Bulgaria. I just wanted to ask you about the sociological study you were doing about young women in Bulgaria when they first start dating. Could you explain to me part of your study?
Yes, it was hell. We have to work with the regulatory agencies in all of the world, the ministries of health. We have to submit the appropriate scientific data, and always it's inadequate, and they always want more, which consumes more time and more money on the part of pharmaceutical companies. But if you persevere and have enough money, you can achieve drug approval.
Thank you for your time, Dr. Vrka. Excuse me, Dr. Hendrickson. Can I ask you a question? I know you've been doing a lot of studies on the life of Socrates and the difficulties he went through in his trial and his death. Could you explain to me some things about his life?
Yeah, Socrates actually comes from a troubled neighborhood, and he has a lot of family problems. His father's been in prison, and he has a lot of behavioral problems. He's been in a juvenile hall 5 times, and since he was 11 years old, so a lot of it stems from his childhood and his surroundings.
Well, thank you for your time, Dr. Hendricks. I appreciate that.
Now there.
Hello, Dr. DMJ. Can I ask you a question?
Certainly.
I hope you've been enjoying the conference so far. You know, I understand you've been doing some studying with that eyeball. It's the only human eyeball that was given growth hormones and is being kept alive in that organic fluid there. So I just wanted to ask you how the studies have been going.
Well, I don't do very well at all traveling. I can't drive very good. I crash a lot. And this week I had 2 car accidents, just this week. And I totaled 7 cars probably in my career of driving, and maybe had 8 or 9 cars. It seems like most of the time they crash and they're done.
Well, thank you very much for your help, Dr. DMJ. I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
I hope I can get a chauffeur by the time it's over. Thank you.
Hello, Dr. Vesco. How are you enjoying the conference so far? You know, I just wanted to ask you a question. I understand you're the entertainment for this evening, and everyone's been looking forward to that because I know you just got back from your tour. But I wanted to ask you about your study with your studying that you've been doing with animal husbandry and the recent cloning that you've done in your lab, and just ask you, how exactly did that process go through, and what has been the progress you've been making lately?
Well, I could say that it was utter madness. It seemed that it was one udder and another and another, one udder after another. Utter madness is the best way I could describe it.
Well, thank you, Dr. Vesco. I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you.
Pardon me, Doctor. Am I pronouncing this correctly? Dr. Mio?
It's Dr.
Oh, excuse me. Of course, that makes sense. Well, Dr. Meow, I just wanted to ask you about some of your studies you've been doing. I understand that you've been taking DNA injections of jaguars, and geez, I can see the features already emerging. I know you're up for the Nobel Prize for Science this year, and I want to congratulate you on that nomination, and just ask you if you could explain to me a little bit how the progress has been going, and if you felt, oh geez, you know what? If you don't mind, I'd like to bring on camera the cat that you've been using in the experiments. It's actually a small version, a domestic version of the jaguar, of course. Could you explain to me if you've been having any thoughts like a cat, or any sort of strange occurrence? How the research has been going?
If you'd be quiet, I would answer your question. You talk way too much. Humans always talk way too much. Cats don't talk, but we get our way. I have nothing else to say.
Oh, well, thank you very much for your time, Dr. Meow. Good luck with the prize this year. I hope you win that, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference. I just wanted to compliment you on this whole conference. It's been wonderful. I talked to all your doctors, and they're very helpful, and they all explained to me their different research. How's it been with putting this conference together? How's it been?
Very nice. Very nice to have all the doctors with all the different personalities. So many theories. Very nice. I'd like to call my assistant over if I could.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your assistant.
I'd like to call my assistant
Yeah,
over.
he's all the way from Stanistan.
Come on over, Jake.
Hey, great conference.
Thank you.
Great conference.
He's wonderful, he really is.
Everything has been, these people have they've done a heck of a job.
He's fabulous.
They've gone 110% the entire time.
He had a perfect SAT when he was in high school.
Yeah, that's true.
He had a perfect SAT.
It couldn't have been done without...
What the hell happened to your eye?
Oh yeah, I had some ants were eating it this
That
morning.
happened to me once.
Yeah. I put some Raid on it this morning, and you shouldn't do that. You should wipe them off and just sort of go about your day. But, I gotta tell you, I'm real impressed by the whole way you put the whole thing together in just a nick of time. Things were getting pretty down to the wire.
One time I had ants in my cupboards.
Yeah.
Do you ever have ants in your pants?
You know,
Well, on purpose I did.
you know, here at the International Conference of Theoretical Scenarios, we have one motto, and that is every scenario is theoretical, and every theory is a scenario.
What the hell happened to your eye?
You know, it'll be okay. But you know, thank you for inviting me here, and
He's very bright.
you know, it's been a heck of a good time, you know, and we'll all meet again at the comic book convention in another month, I'm sure, and you know, we'll sort of you know, get
I think
caught
he's
up.
wearing Brute. Smells very nice.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much.
I think it's brutal.
But I just wanted to say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
And we'll, you know, we'll see you next year at the convention, and bring your seashells.
Thank you.